Yo, it's 148 days left for placements. And I recorded a video 2 days back and I spoke for about 15 minutes and I spoke really well. I really liked that video while I was speaking and I was like, oh, I like what I'm saying today. And it disappeared from the memory. I clicked stop and I went to my gallery to upload it to YouTube and it was nowhere to be found. Something happened, something terrible happened, whatever. But now today also we are recording in 4K. That day I recorded on 4K. My phone got heated. I think that might have been the issue. So I hope today does not go the same as that day. And yeah, also when I'm speaking in the flow and when I'm not given a lot of time to think about the sentences I make pretty bad sentences. That is what I've realized. So I need to slow down a little bit so that I make sense. I speak coherent sentences, and I do not, fumble like I just did. I also think about pronunciating. I do not know how to pronounce that. Pronunciating each word properly. So yeah, that is something I have to focus on because that is what this activity is mostly about. It is about keeping myself consistent, but also improving how I speak. And because I think I have a lot of potential, but then this happened. Fuck up so easily and fuck up on at so many trivial things. So एक side I believe I have so much potential as a speaker, and the secondly I'm doing these kinds of mistakes and I'm not improving on them. I mean, my this is my attempt to improve, but I think the improvement is pretty not steep. So I will need to speak a lot slower and a lot more conscious effort and clarity than I already do. Although I have found some control over, because earlier I used to just lose control when I used to speak fast. I used to feel helpless. Now at least I feel a little more control in my tongue on my tongue. When I find myself in the middle of something and I have to pronounce something that I know will get my tongue twisted, will make my tongue do gymnastics. I feel little bit more control. I still feel very helpless. I still feel very trapped in the situation. I know I'm gonna slip up. I know I will say something. I know this specific word I would not be able to produce my pace in. Like I would speak it only at a very fast pace, but I think it has gotten better and hopefully that. But this thing is not about this is about placement. So yeah, today was one of the only days since I've gotten to start going to the library that I got to the library early. Like I woke up at 11, then by 12 I was at the library. For an hour I got into an overthinking spiral, so I had to journal something. But by 1:40 I decided as soon as I started the timer, Karthike was like, "Chalo bhook lagi, to फिर खाना खाने गए हम whatever. Let's talk sense. I'm not here to just give you a day how my day went. The four sections would be what I intended to do today, what I actually did, and what to take away from today. Like the good things and the bad things to repeat. And there's a bonus thing that I think I have found. So the what I intended was to do the daily DSA thing, and I also figured out how much DSA I had to cover each day, and then I did the required videos and the questions, two questions, but again very less questions, and I expected myself to make much more progress at a much more faster pace, but I think I'm not doing as good as I thought, and think tomorrow I will improve. But the hour by hour thing helps. I stumbled today, but no worries, we'll get back at it tomorrow, because as I've told you, or as I was writing to be written on my article, that there's a reason the windshield is bigger than the rear view mirror, because what's in front of you is so much bigger than what you have left behind. And this is something I heard in a speech. You can find it. It's a very famous speech that a lot of edits are made out of. But I really love that line, and I think eventually, if I claim myself to be a logical person, and this is the kind of advice that I would give to someone else, I should take it myself, and I should believe in it, and work as if I firmly believe what I speak. Or otherwise, I'm a con man. I'm a hypocrite, and that is not something I want to be. So you choose who you want to be. So if I realize that to not be a hypocrite and to be a logical person as I claim myself to be, I have to do this. Then you do that. So, yep, the intention was to DSA and the deployment thing, and I had gotten deployment, but the thing is I have to decide when to come back for dinner, because I feel like if I come back at 7, I go back by 8 because I have to exercise as well, and I have not exercised today, and I had not exercised yesterday as well, and there was a little bit discomfort in my back today because I was just sitting very loosely. I was sitting very lazily today. I didn't care. I didn't give a shit about my posture because it does not pain anymore. So I'm not doing the right thing. I should pay more attention to it. So yeah, but whatever. I've again started with a app. I think the basic things I would do it as a summary. Also, I've written something. The bonus thing was that I finally found I curated a rough Notion template that I will try to fill it every day, and this will also have a hour by hour table so that I can find out where is my time being spent and how can I optimize it, and I'll have hour by hour goals and shit got done, and what would should I take away from that hour thing, like if there was a distraction that got me off track, or there was something right that I did that made me focus more on during that hour, so shit like that. But okay, I intended to do the DSA and the dev thing, the mist. Okay, fuck off. Why would you want to know what happened? You just have to know what to take away. And I think even I have to take the only thing that I should take away from this day is what to take away for tomorrow. The good things: go to the library early, do the hour by hour thing, and do the questions actively. Do not, whether it be a lecture, coding, DSA, or solving questions, always do things actively. Try to fidget with things yourself, get stuck, and then come back to the theory so that it sticks better in your mind. It is way more clear in that way rather than just following and typing things out yourself. So yeah, get stuck more, struggle with the question yourself, actively try to engage your mind, and even in the development always have errors and then find out why the error occurred and try to debug it yourself before asking GPT. And even if while you're asking GPT, ask it to tell you the steps you should have gone by. You should have gone as a checklist. So yeah, the thing to take away from this is I have to read it. Active learning in questions as well as dev. Get stuck, fidget. Yup. And sleep well. Library time block time. I've not blocked time because tomorrow I think I'll be coming back at, I think I should exercise at 6 and then go for dinner at 7 or 7:30, and then be back to the library by 8, and then from 8 to 9:30 I'll have another sprint because I need to have a good enough chunk of time that I should utilize after dinner as well, and then come back to my room and do the usual stuff, and then pack off my day and wake up early tomorrow. I should sleep by 10 to 11 and then wake up by 6 or 7. So yep, exercise at 6:30, dinner at 7:30, library 8. Okay, these are things, and these are things to take away, because again studying, it's 2:30 again at midnight, and I decided that I would do the development part. I will debug the thing and then deploy it and then sleep, and I couldn't get it done because I got distracted. I had a couple of people come to but basically I would not go into detail how I got distracted, but I lost my focus. I lost my focus and I started listening to music, and I was doing things while listening to music and everything. I just lose the intensity. So I should not be waking up late in the night, and I should sleep early and wake up early. This is the 20th time I'm saying this to myself, and I'm not been doing that. So I will do that. Tomorrow I'll do that. The reason I did not sleep early today because I thought I'll finish the development part today, but I've not been able to do that for a whole fucking month. Pratik, are you stupid? So yeah, these are the things to take away from tomorrow. But the bonus thing that I was going to talk about is I made this template. I think I'm going to modify it and probably have a video, because every other video I do not want anyone to watch. You're stupid if you're watching it. You're wasting your time. But this is something that I think is useful, and I think I'd provide the link for this. Some way to find a way to give this to you, give this to anyone who might watch my video, and then give this as a link in the next one. I think as a whatever bonus thing. So this might help you fix your. You can customize it to your. I will give you the general template. You can customize it to your own needs by giving it to GPT, because I am also going to add कि लाइब्रेरी गया चेक पॉइंट्स, लाइक एवरीडे चेक पॉइंट्स की पानी कितना पिया मैंने, एक्सरसाइज करी कि नहीं करी, कैलोरी प्रोटीन लिया कि नहीं किया, रीडिंग करी कि नहीं करी, बिकॉज मुझे ये सब करना है, मैं नहीं कर पाता हूँ. और उसके अलावा जनरल चीज़ें तो प्रोग्रेस चीज़ें तो हैं ही. And I think this will really help, because one of the hour by hour analysis of your plans, what you actually did and why you did bad or why you did good, is game changer. And also I'll have to do I will be doing the time blocking throughout my week, so that I know what time slots do I have available and how much of those should be dedicated to studying, so that anything that takes me off track should not be there. This is also something I have to do. Fuck why. Time block the week. All study sessions scheduled, as well as ताकि जो चीज़ें मेरे को डिस्ट्रैक्ट करती हैं उन चीज़ों से उनको ऑलरेडी ट्रैक कर चुका हूँ, वरना वो मुझे अपने मेन गोल्स या मेन टाइम के दौरान ना खींचे। उनके लिए डेडिकेटेड टाइम हो कि इस समय मैं ये पंचायत से रील करूँगा। दिस इज़ नाइस। ओके, आई थिंक दिस इज़ गुड फॉर टुमारो। I think I should put it somewhere so that I know. I will put this in my phone, I think. Anyways, good night, yaar. Bye bye. I hope I do better tomorrow, and I hope tomorrow I get done with this deployment thing. And I think I should time block the thing today only. Okay. So tomorrow it's going to be the 2nd of Feb. And I'll wake up at 9:15, class at 10, 10 से 10 से 1 तक क्लासेस हैं, फिर लंच, 2 से लाइब्रेरी, ठीक है, देन 2 से 5 नहीं 2 से 5 नहीं, आई थिंक कल ख़त्म करते हैं, डिप्लॉयमेंट ख़त्म है भाई गेम इसका। तो 2 से 4 DSA का कवरेज कर ले बस, ठीक है, और 4 से 6:30 डेवलपमेंट, 6:30 से 7:15 7:20 एक्सरसाइज, 7 से 8 डिनर, 8 से 10 डिप्लॉयमेंट डन करे यार, फिर स्लीप, फिर नहीं जो केयर टेकिंग टास्क होंगे मेरे कल के मैं कल देखूँगा, और फिर बस और जो केयर टेकिंग टास्क होंगे फिर सो जाऊँगा ताकि परसों जल्दी उठूँ। ठीक है, बाय बाय। आई एम सॉरी आई मेड यू वेट सो मच, दिस वीडियो जस्ट लेंथनिंग फॉर नो रीजन।